Welcome back to Blue Zone Homestead. Today I'm going to plant my medicinal raised bed. I am going to dedicate this new raised bed to my medicinal flowers and plants. Today we are going to plant out the verbena, Amy, lemon mint, chamomile, nasturtium, hyssop, aster and rosemary. First of all, I'm going to clear this bed because it's gonna be weedy, and I'm gonna put a layer of homemade compost on the top, and we're just going to have fun to plant all these beautiful flowers. Okay, the bed is ready. Now I'm ready to start planting. So the first one is gonna be the verbena. I try to go maybe the tallest to the back and come down as kind of like shorter the plants are, if you know what I mean. So the verbena, I know, I've been growing verbena. It's quite tall and like bushy looking, and the seeds being loved by the goldfinches, so I absolutely love, and it's a medicinal herb. I love growing the verbena. The next one, the Mayush Amy, it's a new to me, so we need to learn a bit more about this one, if it's the right one, because I got confused about these seeds actually, to bear in mind. For sure, the next one is the lemon mint. We're going to put that in the pot. I'm not going to put that in the raised bed, but it's gonna be part of our today's planting out session. And the next one is the chamomile. I absolutely love chamomile. I grow chamomile for insects, love it, and I make our herbal tea to use the flower heads. So, and then hyssop. Hyssop is new to me, so I'm not sure how tall this is gonna grow. Rosemary, nasturtium. I think this is not a trailing one as such, so the Bloody Mary version. So I'm gonna probably put that along in a corner so that can like kind of float away. And aster is gonna be my last one for today, so let's do this. Somebody came to say hello.
Hello, my sweetie. Hello, my sweet boy. You okay? You okay? Good boy.
It is the next day and we are carry on with our turkey recipe project. So today we are making turkey curry with chips. I know it's weird. I'll tell you the story behind it. Tomorrow is gonna be turkey curry with rice. So I've got these chips ready. I mean, I peeled the potatoes and got it very few days ago, and I filled it with water and put it to the fridge, and I forgot about it, so it needs using up. So that's the reason why we're gonna have turkey curry with chips today. But tomorrow I'm gonna make it with rice. So I've just took, not long ago, smells amazing. We've marinated this turkey, thighs mainly actually, and a bit of the wings and a little bit of maybe the breast. And we kept it in a fridge for a whole day and night. Now, and it smells delicious, and it's gonna make a lot of curry, as you can see. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm just a little bit bring this up to room temperature, and we're going to add a few more bits and bobs in it. So I'm thinking we're gonna add some życiowa, paprika pepper. That's not chili, that's sweet. We've got some grated carrot, both freeze-dried. We've got peas and courgette, both freeze-dried again. And I've got Chinese style plum sauce, what we've done last year together, and homemade barbecue sauce. So I'm probably gonna add a little bit as a flavoring to our curry as well. And I've got a few bay leaves and a little bit, maybe a handful of that blue banana winter squash and some freeze-dried tomatoes. Also, we've got the stewed tomatoes and vegetables out again, and we're going to use this up in our recipe. So, and also I've got turkey stock, just in case we need it. So, for now, I open the stewed tomatoes and vegetables, and let's see what we can add. So we're gonna add the freeze-dried tomatoes and a bit of that winter squash. That's it. We're going to add the smoked paprika pepper, maybe like half a handful. That smoked smells delicious. A bit of grated carrot. Still nice and crunchy. That's good. I think it was in an amber colored jar. Okay, a little bit of peas. A little bit of peas, freeze-dried peas. Oh, this smells gorgeous. And some courgette. Sniffing is that's the best thing, you know. You need to sniff things, and that's the best thing to know if things go wrong or not wrong. So, and now we're gonna add the sauce. That's it. And we'll give it a good stir. Looks amazing. We still got a little bit of leftover of that sweet potato, not sweet potato, the winter squash Grand Prince mash. So we might serve that as well with a meal. So yeah, this looks like this will definitely need a bit more stock. So I will open this up now, discard the lids, and I'm going to put this up now on medium-high heat. And put the lid on. Okay, it's nicely simmering. I'm gonna give it a good stir. Make sure it's heated up all the way through. Got a little bit of juice now. Next, I'm going to add a bit of our Chinese style plum sauce. Maybe a teaspoon. And a little bit of the turkey stock. Maybe a half a cup for now. And leave it to it, cover it back up. I'm going to cook this for an hour. While the turkey curry is simmering, I rinsed these chips. Let's discard a bit of that water. I'm going to towel dry it. I need some kitchen towel. Just pat it a bit, take as much moisture as possible away from it. And next we're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt and pepper. Right. And I'm going to flavor this with a bit of barbecue sauce. The turkey tandoori masala curry is ready. And look at this homegrown homemade chips. And we've got a little bit of leftover of the winter squash potato and grated goat's cheese. So I'm going to dish up now. And we're gonna have a taste test. Look how lovely these all different varieties of potatoes are looking. Oh, that looks really yummy. It's still very hot, so we're gonna wait just a few minutes until it cools down a bit. But it does smell delicious. Wow. Okay. Well, thank you so much for spending time with me today. I'm gonna go back to the garden because I haven't finished planting those flowers. So probably it's gonna be in one vlog. The curry and planting out the medicinal herb garden. And the next job is going to be planting out the tomatoes. So we're going to get ready the polytunnel bed, a couple of raised beds in the polytunnel, and hopefully Friday this week we are going to the latest, we're going to plant out this year's tomatoes. But let's try this first. Still very hot, you need to be careful. Very nice. Not too spicy. A little bit of a kick. Juicy. Flavorful. Absolutely delicious. Wow. I think Alan's gonna enjoy that. Okay, I had to shoot off earlier and now we've made a dinner, had a dinner, so I have to take it easy. But I really would like to get this done. In the meanwhile, I was reading about these plants, and some of them are actually good for cut flowers. They're Majus, Amy, and also the aster. So I'm probably gonna split in 2 beds because I'm gonna have like a cut flower bed as well. But probably we're gonna do together very soon. So, okay. They look a bit wilty now, sad, but we will give them a good water. So what I'm gonna do first, I'm going to put them out in order how we are going to plant it. So in the back here, we're gonna put the kind of like a row of the verbena. It's in the evening now, about 6 o'clock, would be nice if we could have had this job done. So I can tick this off the list because now I'm so busy in the garden. I feel a bit like I'm behind. Hello, Willow. You right, love? And let's get going. So I'm gonna start with this beautiful Bloody Mary nasturtium. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the first row of Bloody Mary nasturtiums. In the second row I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 aster, 1 rosemary and 1 hyssop. And we are going to do the middle row now with the chamomile. The chamomile is done, so Major's Amy next and the verbena. So what I'm gonna do, probably tomorrow, I'm going to clean a couple of these beds in the polytunnel and we're going to plant the tomatoes out. I need to harvest the radish, still got so many radishes. We might pickle more. Roasted radish is so good, fresh, my favorite. But we still got plenty and now we need a space for the summer crops. So I'm gonna probably give a good clear out. I leave the calendula because that's gonna be a companion plant, and over here I leave the nasturtium because that's gonna be our companion plant. But the endive, we have to remove all the ginger mint, and probably we're gonna give a good haircut to the sorrel and the parsley as well. And we're going to put the irrigation system down and we are planting the tomatoes. Let's have a look what the tomatoes look like. Welcome to the jungle of tomatoes, the tomato jungle. So, quite a few of these tomatoes now are so need to go out. They are actually in flower. I need to decide how I would like to plant them. Like the annex greenhouse, I've got I think 7 different varieties of cherry tomatoes. I've got slices, the large one what we're going to use in tomato sandwiches and fresh eating, and there are the paste tomatoes what we're going to preserve the tomato sauce, pasta sauce, tomato puree with. So because I'm growing so many different varieties, actually I love having them all different in a bed, but what I might do, I choose, let's say, a raised bed in a polytunnel with all, let's say, slices but different varieties, and the next one gonna be many different varieties but mainly paste tomatoes, you know, if I can. I need to have a look all the varieties and decide how many we can fit to each bed and deciding on the varieties. So thank you so much spending time with me today to cook that lovely turkey curry. And we managed to plant out the medicinal herb garden, what I'm really glad that we did. And that's the next tick in a box. And the next week or so is going to be all about the tomatoes. The turkey soup now has been in a fridge for a few days, nice and cold, so I've got the fatty bits on the top. I'm going to discard this. The reason I'm going to discard this, because most of this soup we're going to pressure can. I'm going to save some, a couple of litre turkey soup for our consumption for the upcoming week. I probably am just going to cook some pasta noodle to serve it with, and maybe I keep a little bit of this meat, but I've discarded most of the greens. I'm probably gonna keep some of the parsnip and carrot and a bit of meat in there, and a pasta noodle that would make a lovely turkey soup. But most of this we are going to pressure can. So I've managed to have 9 liters of turkey broth. I put it back to the fridge. We process that tomorrow. We're going to pressure can it. And all the bits, I've picked them off and I'm going to freeze dry these. So I've got my freeze drying trays here in front of me. And I'm going to lay this out and I'm going to pre-freeze this in a freezer and we're going to freeze dry it. My sourdough starter is not quite ready yet to do the sourdough bread dough, and I am also making goat's cheese with goat's milk. I've got 13 liters of goat's milk on my stove and this is now nearly up to temperature. I am going with 86 degrees Fahrenheit today, and for the 13 liters of milk I've got like just a regular, like a big cup of water in here, lukewarm water, and I'm probably going to add a half a teaspoon of animal rennet to the milk. Make sure that water and the rennet goes all around this pot, and I give it a really good stir. Okay, this is just came out of the freezer, flash freezed it from the other day. That purely means that now I can pick out one by one and they're not gonna stick together. I'm going to put this in a plastic bag and put it back to the freezer. But before I do that, I'm just going to take like little strips of this from parchment paper and I'm going to put this in between the meat. So it'll be just easier for me to pick it out. And I'm going to pick out as many pieces as I want for future lunches or dinners. So I'm just gonna carry on do this, and I'm gonna label the plastic bag, what's in there, and it's gonna be a convenient way for us in the future. So let's see, I've got 2 in there now, 2, 3, 4, 5. And put this in a zippy bag. But before I put it in, I'm going to write on it what it is. So it's breaded turkey breast. And I put the date. So it's breaded turkey breast, and I'm gonna put May 2014. Put this in here and back to the freezer. Okay, so I've got here a meal, quite a few meal actually, probably 8 to 10 meal for 2 people. So we've got 3 different meal. We've got the for roast turkey dinner. We've got the turkey breast in here. We've got 2 breaded turkey breast and 1 a turkey breast just on its own, so we can make it natural way. So I'm gonna pick this all up now and take it back to the freezer and get that flour. It is a beautiful day and I've decided to do a bee inspection. The rice is ready. I'm gonna have a look at that in a minute. I'm so excited. I'm just getting the salad ready with the turkey curry. And we're going to have dinner. So I've got a bit of spring onion, fresh from the garden, and salad leaves, and some asparagus, sorrel. This is gonna be so good. And also, the pickled radish what we've made not so long ago. So I'm just going to add all in here. And I'm gonna add some of the pickled radishes. I forgot to make mayonnaise, so I need to make mayonnaise, I just remembered. It is a big day. I've decided to plant the tomatoes out. 2 beds, 2 raised beds. I'm just checking my weather app. It is 15th of May today. And the next 10 days, what I can see, I can't see any frost. And until the 25th of May, I am a bit worried about. So if we can pass those 25th of May date, I am happy to plant the tomatoes out. So I think I'm gonna go for it today. So what I'm doing first, I'm going to do these 2 raised beds and I'm gonna clear this out as much as I can. We're going to put the irrigation system down, although I probably need a few wheelbarrows full of homemade compost first, then the irrigation, and then we're gonna make holes with, I call it a killer driller, Alan's machine. Because our tomatoes are absolutely huge and I really would like to put them at least a foot on the ground. So that would be very good help. And yeah, and I'm gonna bring you along. Okay, this raised bed is now ready. Received a new layer of homemade compost. I gave a good haircut to this parsley and sorrel. I leave this here because they are perennials. And I leave the nasturtium and a couple of poppies in there. So what we're gonna do next, we're gonna put the irrigation system down. It is 7 o'clock in the evening and it's just the perfect temperature now. It's still 25 degrees in Napolitano, I can't believe it. So I am ready to plant the tomatoes. I've chosen 12 different varieties. So in this bed I'm going to plant 12 tomatoes, and all the tomatoes gonna be different varieties as we go along. Now I'm gonna show you or talk about all the different varieties just to show you in a small pot and how tall they get now, and they've already started flowering. So these are now probably really root bound. Let's have a look at this one. Yeah, can you see? That is now not good. Really desperately need to go out. So this one is called Brandywine. This one is not a new variety. I know Brandywine. It's a darker, larger size slices, and it's beautiful, delicious on tomato sandwiches. The next one is called Green Giant. This is a new variety. I don't know this one. The one what I had the last couple of years is called Green Zebra, and I really like that. I'm not growing it this year, I don't know why. But yeah, this one is the Green Giant. It's a massive green tomatoes, as you can see. Right, next one up, it's gonna be Gunmetal Grey. This is a new variety from She Grows Veg. Next one is Mushroom Basket. That's again a new variety. This one, I've not grown this before. Red Zebra. I've grown Red Zebra with the Green Zebra last year, yes, and they are delicious. They are more on like a medium size-ish, like what you can buy from supermarket kind of size tomatoes, and they are very delicious, sweet. Next one, what I am so excited about, and finally I managed to get hold of the seeds, the famous Black Beauty. Look at this tomato, look at that color. I cannot wait to actually try this together. Next one up, it's the Green Doctors. So that's again a new variety. Very pretty green color, isn't it? So then here we've got Hanging Prince. Look at this one. I am super excited to see this in what it's gonna be looking like in a real Jack breast. I grew the Jack breast before. It's absolutely huge, the plant as well. The next one is San Marzano. That's the paste tomato and the Amish paste as well. So we're going to preserve and cook with those. And the famous Black Russian. I grow Black Russian every year. It's a lovely darky shouldered tomato, and I honestly cannot wait. So we've got the holes and a string ready. Next what I do, some fish blood and bone. I'm just going to put just a little bit of a sprinkle to each hole. I've not bought this. This is leftovers from last year, so I thought I might as well use it up if I have. Otherwise, I'm not sure if I would have buy again and use it. But because it's already in hand, I am using it. Next, we are going to put, you know, as I always do, I'm gonna crack an egg in each hole. So I'm probably just going to put the eggs in first, and then I'm going to crack it. I always done this trick, you know. I'm not sure if this is my secret of growing these beautiful tomatoes, but it just works. it's all done. Yeah, perfect. So just to show you what I do, this is with the Black Beauty. So I'm going to take this out of the pot. It's nice and moist, so this one comes out easy. I take the label out, but then make sure we don't forget to put it back. And what I do, I'm just going to remove all these lower leaves, about 30% of the plant. Can you see those little suckers now already coming up? I remove all these right up to here, probably even this one. So, and we're going to plant the tomatoes. All this is gonna be under the ground. So loosen up a little bit the root system. I'm probably just chuck this in a hole with it. And I'm going to sit this string on the bottom of the hole and going to sit the tomato on it like that, and just twist the tomato, twist the string around the tomato stem like that, not too tight. And now we can bury it. There you go. Perfect. So we can even take these last tomato leaves, what touching the soil, take those off as well. And it's done. Put the label back. Make sure we don't forget the label. I'm finished. I finished planting the first raised bed of 2024 in a polytunnel. So I cannot believe it. This is one of my favorite job and one of my favorite to grow tomatoes. So we've got 12 tomato plants in this one raised bed, 12 different varieties, and it's all done. Next couple of days I'm gonna do this raised bed next to it. So I need to harvest all these radishes. I'm gonna keep the calendula, I'll keep a couple of these poppies and the flowers, and we're going to get ready the next 12 different tomatoes in here. Well, what a busy day we had today. I've got so much things done, lots of ticks on the boxes. Well, it's always good. So the next couple of days now, it's gonna be in a garden, getting ready some beds there and planting out more vegetables, more flowers, and we are going to focus on the polytunnel and plant out most of our tomatoes. Thank you so much for spending time with me today with all these busy spring jobs, and see you very soon. Bye friends! We are going to start the incubator with some turkey eggs. I've got 20 I've been collecting for a while now, and we are ready to start the incubator. So hopefully in about 28 days we are going to have baby turkeys. I couldn't resist, friends. I just love the hatching time of the year. We have 5 chicks what Mama hatched herself. They are doing really well, about a week old. I love them so much. So I'm just gonna place all 20 of the turkey eggs in the incubator. I boiled about 4-liter water yesterday and it's cooled it down. So we're going to fill where the water tank is with that water. We need that for humidity, and then we turn the machine on. Okay, so now I need to go to menu. I need to choose, need to find the turkey. We've got chicken, duck, quail, pheasant, peacock, goose, wild goose and turkey. Enter. Right. Just keep pressing enter and it says start incubator. Please add water. We've already added water, so that's good. I think we all set. Yes! See you in 28 days. Hopefully I can show you some turkey chicks.